It's IBC 2024 and we are with Hitomi and I'm joined by Russell. Hi Russell, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Simon. It's always nice to see you.
You too. Now Russell, we are on the Hitomi stand, so we're literally in a world of timing, as I can see across the booth here. What do you mean by this?
Well, that's our theme for this year. We've got some clocks on the wall, as you can see, different parts of the time. It kind of nicely goes with the colour bar theme.
Yeah, very nice.
We're trying to show that we can line up any number of cameras anywhere in the world with a world feed.
Right, okay.
We do that by measuring latency.
Yep.
So our analyzer, our generator, which is coming from the world feed, say it's a major sporting event like motor racing, this QR code tells our analyzer, somebody who's receiving the signal, just how long it takes to get there. So the time of flight from the person who's producing the world feed to you receiving it. We've then taken that technology, we've put it on iPads. It's called Matchbox Glass. You can download it right now for free.
Yep.
If you hold that iPad with the moving QR code up in front of the camera, it tells you the time of flight from right in front of the camera all the way through to where you're receiving it.
Right.
You can then look at that relative to the world feed. So you can time up cameras. If you've got a reporter, say he's in the pit lane for one of the big motor races, and he's got a different feedback to what we'll be getting on the motor racing itself.
Yep.
You can time, if say it's been like a satellite uplink or something like that, you know exactly the delay on that relative to the delay on the world feed. Sometimes people's private links are a bit faster than the world feed.
Yep.
And if it's too quick, they have to introduce some delay. Otherwise, you'll say something that's happened and then you'll see it happen.
Yeah.
Not good.
Of course, because you could be going through a bonded cellular connection, satellite, Starlink, anything.
Yeah, it could be anything like that. So usually the local ones are slower than the world feed, but sometimes it's the other way around. And you don't want to really talk about something and then see it happen.
Right, wow. And is there a limit to the number of feeds you can take in?
Absolutely none at all. So what we're showing here on the demonstration is we've got 2 cameras and 2 iPads. It's just to make it look good.
Yeah.
But in reality, what you would do is you go around each camera with an iPad, take a reading. We can do as many as you like in as many countries. Say you had 50 countries involved in a broadcast.
Yeah.
You could do it 50 times, get just local people with their iPhone.
And you don't have to do all these at once, obviously.
You don't have to do them all at once. No, you can just take it in turn.
Right.
A good example of where it's used at the moment would be the soccer in the UK. The Premier League is usually a 16 camera shoot now, remote production. They'll send 4 cameras back on an encoder, which has got 4 channels.
Yeah.
Channel to channel, the timing and the latency is pretty tight, but they need more than one encoder. Each time you boot up an encoder next to another one, it's got a slightly different delay.
Right.
So they have to measure it. They'll put the cameras in position and then send a guy around with an iPad, do a reading. If they need to correct it, it's job done. Doing it any other way takes a lot of time.
Wow. And you've got a quite an interesting enhancement now with ST2110, haven't you?
That's correct. Yeah, this little board here is a new piece of hardware that plugs into the back of the Matchbox, and that enables us to receive and transmit ST2110. We're quite excited about this because it's in the same chassis as our SDI.
Right.
You can actually do a mixed environment where you've got SDI and 2110, and you can measure the timing differences between them.
Right. And it's this. I know that people have been wanting this. This is available now.
It is available now, and it's shipping quite fast, to be honest.
I can imagine. Did you have got a waiting list for it?
We did have a waiting list, which we're working our way through.
It's nice to have a waiting list.
Yeah, it's good problem to have.
So is there anything else we need to know?
We've got various other little tweaks to show people. We always like to say hello to new customers. We're showing people our software solution, which is in its early days.
Okay.
And also getting feedback on some of the ideas, which are, we like to just ask certain people what they think before we implement them.
Yeah, well, we'll probably cover a few of those subjects with a few other members of the team. Russell, until then, what's the best website people can find out more about everything we've been talking about here and the new ST2110 board as well?
www.hitomi.tv.
Russell, thank you very much indeed. Do check out the other videos we've done on the Hitomi stand here at IBC. And of course, for everything else we're doing at the show, that's at kidplus.com.